Hello my friends and welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at something very different and unusual compared to other fountain pen reviews and videos. If you remember, recently I posted a video about one of these special nibs that are made by a gentleman I follow on Instagram. His Instagram name is Monty Wenfield. You probably have seen, if you follow on Instagram, you probably have seen some of these pictures that he posts that show very interesting nib designs that he has. He has a bunch of stacked nibs. He also has like needle points, Fude's architects, and so forth. So recently I posted one of the videos, one of nibs I got from him. He called the whale nib. So I did a video on that, and a little writing experience with it too. This is the whale nib. It is, I think, about 6 millimeters at least, the width, and it is sitting on a plastic feed and what seems to be a number 6 UFO nib. So that's what it's sitting on, and if you can see closely, it has a little slit there in the middle where the ink can channel, so the ink can get distributed and the pen can write on its writing surface very well. So that's good theory, but how does it work in reality is a different question. So when I tried that nib, I was very impressed, and I reached out to him on Instagram and I said, can you do me a favor and make the exact same nib at a 25-degree angle? So I use bamboo pens like this, and the bamboo pens generally are cut. So this is cut and as if yet unused bamboo pen, just for a demonstration. It's cut around 20 to 25-degree angle. So I wanted to see, the problem we have with these bamboo pens is that you need a special ink. First of all, you need to specially prepared, and the nib needs to be cut by somebody competent. I have some competence, but I'm not good at it, and it needs to be sharpened all the time, and it needs to be keep dipping, right? So the challenge with this nib is that you need to sharpen it all the time, use very specific ink, and that you need to keep dipping this to write, and it runs out of ink very quickly. So the solution to that, I was thinking, what if Monty makes me one of his whale nibs that is similar to an angle that I use? And there we go. Like, it took him about a week, and he told me that he had it ready and he wanted me to try. So I got this from him, tested it out, and I'm super excited to show it here to my friends and see what your thoughts are. So I'm using the Gravitas Ultim vac. So this nib is also designed similar to the other whale nib. It seems to be a UFO number 6, has an overfeed and has a channel there. The channel difference between this and the first whale nib is that the channel on this one is more right on the edge, which is what I had requested, what I would have loved, and there we go. The other thing I asked Monty to achieve is that I want this pen to be able to write right on its corner here. If I were to put it down, I want it to be able to write without a fuss. This nib can do some of that, but it's kind of fussy. So I want this to be able to write it without problem. So we tried to achieve that too by upping the slit here and making it right on the edge. So we'll see how this performs. Always for good measures, we put a gasket on here and some silicone. You don't have to go nuts, but don't go cheap. Give it enough. There we go. This is lapis lazuli. I feel like this is very similar to golden lapis. The shimmer is a little bit different. It settles down quite a bit. So we're gonna shake. Make sure it's aerosolized. Make sure it is well dissolved. and suspended. So we're going to use one of our syringes, which I just used earlier today. I'm going to fill this pen. And you know, they say people prefer ebonite feeds over plastic feeds. So here's a proof that it's all about the motion in the pen. It's not really about the make of the feed. It's really how it's tuned, how it's all put together. This nib, it seems like this feed is very well tuned to work with this nib, and you can see that it has really not much of an issue dealing with this heavily shimmered ink from Dominant Industry. I'm going to write Monty. Very well behaved. I'm going to use this now for what I usually use, which is Eastern calligraphy practice. I'm going to do some strokes, really nothing meaningful. It's my favorite letters. Very outstanding performance. The good thing is that the Ultivac pen has just enough clearance to accommodate this nib. Maybe just half a turn short, so I'm not going to push this. I've learned this over time, so I'm just going to be nice on it. And it has entertained me quite a bit in the past few days. The one thing super comical I want to try to compare this to is my Oblique 149 Oblique triple broad, and try to write one of these same letters. That's the difference we get in terms of size of the letters. It's still very good, actually. It is. The comparison is just absurd. Anyways, I just wanted to do that.